Hello, my name is Bezalel Hephaestus, spider crafter VTuber. We're going to be switching things up a bit. I'm going to be showing you a time-lapse video for when I was working on a thumbnail for a very cool VTuber, Miriam. She's a mimic VTuber, kind of like when you go in a dungeon and you see a little treasure chest, but when you try to open it up, it's actually a monster. But she's a friendly mimic, of course, as long as you leave your loot by the door. So anyway, let's go check this out. So essentially we started with just taking a screenshot from her Twitter page, and then I just started erasing. You don't have to be as thorough as I am doing here. As long as you're erasing some of the background color, background art, and just leaving like the basic model. I mean, you can make it could be as easy or as complicated as you wanted it to be. Because remember that once the picture is zoomed out, you're not really gonna see those like minor details or like those those subtle things. Plus, we're gonna be adding color and some other layers. But every once in a while, do zoom out just to make sure how it looks at a distance. So yeah. And we're just finishing up on that side. Yeah, looks pretty decent. So now for the next part, I'm trying to do a stone marble texture. So we started with a little gray circle, and then I just went on brushes and I just did dry bristles, and then in another layer I just started in a darker color, just started doing a little cross hatching here and there. And then also did another pass with the eraser tool at a lighter opacity so that I'm not totally deleting everything. I'm just erasing like very subtle. And then I did another brush with, this one was called Random Particles. I just kind of like the look, and same thing. With a darker gray, did a few passes. Then I did another pass with a lighter opacity on the eraser tool, and yeah, I think I got something decent. Kind of looks like marble stone, doesn't it? So now we need to fill out the outline of the body. So in Krita, there's this thing called layer styles, and you hit on stroke, and this will give it a nice little darker outline all over the place. And then just gonna do the selector tool, and then it will select the inside of all of the black outline, which will then go in another layer, and then just use the black bucket tool to select everything. And then I'm just using the clone tool and basically just clicking on one, then filling out the other, so that way that only the inside of the space of the selected space goes into that. So then for this part is just a matter of adjusting the opacity. I had the marble layer on top, and then I just turned down the opacity of the whole thing until I found something kind of decent, and then I merged all the layers together, and then I gave it a white outline on the layer style stroke. That way the model will stand out on whatever background I put in. And over here she was playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night, so I just did a little screenshot of when she was playing. This particular level kind of sucks. You kind of get there's this room full of like Medusa heads that when they hit you, you take damage, and you also get turned to stone, which is why it's the theme of this little art thumbnail is that she got stoned. So it's not a very fun room, especially when you're trying to climb up. But yeah, so then we're gonna put her in a little corner here, and then we're gonna do the font. I don't have that much experience with GIMP. I'm more familiar with Krita, so I usually use GIMP as my text generator, and then I'll go back to Krita to do the image alteration. But yes, for right here, this font, by the way, is called Press Star 2P. It's free to download on Google Fonts. So yeah, it kind of has that retro pixelated look, so I think it looks pretty fitting here. So then we're gonna export that as a PNG, and then jump back into Krita, and then right here in a second layer, when you group two layers together, we put two layers in a single group, but then you lock the alpha, I believe it's called. then you can add color and stuff without altering the image too much. You're just coloring inside the spaces. So just did a little bit of coloring there, and then did the layer strokes for the outline. And because whenever you're hit by the Medusas in the game, there's a little message that says stoned. So I was trying to recreate that little text message pop up there. So yeah, then we're gonna add a couple more, and then just copy and paste at this point, just make things easier. And yep, line it up, and it's pretty much done. And then lastly, I'm just gonna add the one more PNG. This one, I didn't make this one. This was free to download as well. Literally just typed in Castlevania Symphony of the Night PNG, and then one of the first results. So it is DMCA approved. My apologies. So yeah, just lined everything up, and that's pretty much the picture. Alrighty, thank you for joining me in this video, and also thank you, Miriam, for letting me showcase this little behind the scenes how-to. I know it was kind of last minute impromptu, but I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, guys, please check out more of Miriam over here in her Twitter or Twitch. If you have any question related to mimics and mimics accessories, she's definitely your gal. Just don't forget to leave her your loot. Give her all your loot, otherwise she might take a bite. Thank you again, and see you later. Bye.